Good morning. It's the day after harvest. We're getting stuff taken care of. Dad's gonna take the corn head back. We're down to Berkey. I'm gonna go disc. Boy, we sure changed the landscape in a hurry, knocking all this corn out. So, all right, this is the home for the day. In this tractor, we're going to start disking here this morning. Should be able to get all of this done relatively easily today, to be honest. And then we're just going to take the tractor home when we're done. So, we'll give her a quick oil check here and go. All right, here we go. Should add up about how many acres we've got to do yet. It's got to be close to 200 because we did 67 over there and about 20. We had 280 total, but got a little bit more. Yeah, so 200 or just under we can do. I mean, it says 29 acres an hour, but if we average 25 by the time you factor in the turns and overlap and stuff, that's probably about right. So 25, 200, it'd be 8 hours. It's going to take us 8 hours here. All right, we're going to be at it for a while. So the thing about running tillage and disking and stuff from a YouTube video perspective is it's boring. I do the same thing all day. I just sit here. And unless something breaks, it's boring. And I don't want anything to break. So, yeah. Sorry for you guys. But, I mean, we're moving across here. We're doing just fine. I am, however, we're up to the point, see that? No, you can't see that. There's an electric pole right in front of us, and right close to that is our driveway to get to the field across the road where we finished shelling corn yesterday. So rather than do this whole field and then have to fold up and drive around there and stuff, we're just going to jump across the road while we are right there by the driveway without having to fold up the disc and stuff. We'll do that little field there, and then we'll jump back over here and finish this. And then we'll do the field on the other side of the woods. Yeah, we're just going to keep her moving, but we're going to try and do them while we're close and efficiently. Something like that. It probably doesn't matter one way or another. It's just how I'm going to do it. All right, well, I jumped across the road. I'm finishing up this field we call the Creek Flats. The, super hilly field we call the Creek Flats. Just doing the ends here right along the creek, which is right over there. Those trees, so. We'll get this one done and we'll jump back across the road and finish that field. Keep moving here. There's the water. It's down there. There's a little bit. Too close to start hitting the trees. Okay, finished that one. Jumped back over here. And I could go the whole mile straight through if I really wanted to here. They're two different fields, so I shouldn't really do that. But it wouldn't hurt much. We might just flying through there, all the way through there. I think we're going to do that. Well, even at 7 or 8.5 to 9 miles an hour, it takes a long time to get across this field from one end to the other when you go straight through. Look, there's the neighbor working. They're actually working down chiseled ground with, I believe, the same tool we're using. It says Landall VT disc. And they're pulling a rolling basket behind there. So, yeah, we get to work side by side for a while. All right, so we're disking around. I'm making the second round on these long rows. And I was watching and looking at stuff. You guys see that tire right there? It doesn't look quite right to me. And I know that they're going to bounce around. They're on a walking tandem. But it's leaning a little bit. I think we got a problem. And not with a flat tire, like either a bearing or a rim or something, a hub. I don't know. When we get up to the end here, we're going to stop and look though. That's going to be a problem if that tire falls off. Oh, let's see what we got. Uh-oh, I already see a trouble. We're missing a dust cap for sure. Bearing's gone. Yeah, that's a problem. So, can I even get this back? No, I can't take that down the road. Crap, that's a problem. Big problem. Probably against my better judgment, but we're gonna get back to the center here, so hopefully that tire doesn't fall off in this one pass. But yeah, the bearing is gone. We know it's gone. We're wrecking stuff that's already wrecked, essentially. So we're just gonna get over here to the woods where we started this morning. We've got a lane there. Is what it is. I don't know that we have any parts. We'll have to get it apart and see if we can fix it. Problem is we don't have a pickup down here to be able to go and get stuff. So I'll probably just take the combine or the grain cart back to Waldron and we'll make a list and assemble or see what we got to do. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, well, I folded it up and set it down so we can take the pressure off it and I can get to it. That is not good. Not good. So there's a nut on there. We're gonna have to get that off, clean it up a little bit, see what we got to get. I don't know if we'll need the whole hub or if we can just replace the bearings, but like I said, difficult to get parts and we don't have any here, so they're not, maybe they're difficult to actually get them. Maybe it's just difficult for me to get to them. I don't know. Don't really have any rags in here. Not using a towel. There's one. Try and get some of the grease cleaned up. Phil is still down here working with the grain system stuff, so I called him. He's going to come and get me. Problem is we don't have a pickup. So he's like, well, I guess I can bring a semi over and get you. Okay, well, whatever we got to do. Well, shoot, that threw a wrench in today's plans. I was going to do a live stream this afternoon, too. Oh, well, nothing I can do about it. And like I said, we have no other ways to get home. Those trucks do need to get back to Waldron, but they're both loaded. And Phil's going to take one of them and deliver it on his way home. The other one has to go to Maumee, and they're not open yesterday or today. So we got to wait for them to get open to take that and be able to get it in there. And then we can take that other truck home. The International, the small truck, stays down here. We store it in the barn here. We won't use it again until, well, at least until we combine this wheat. So it'll be a while. So my choices are combine or grain cart. And nobody else is going to drive the combine home. Somebody else might drive the grain cart home. It'll probably be me, but it is possible somebody else would do it. So I'm going to take the combine and we're going to roll out. We're going to head back to Waldron. We'll have to figure out what we need for parts on that wheel bearing there. I don't know if I should just get the whole hub. I'll see what we got in the parts bin. That's the place to start. See what we got. And then we're gonna have to come down with a truck and get that stuff taken apart better, cleaned up, and figure out what we need. So that's the plan. We'll see you back at Waldron. The road's closed up here. And when you gotta take a detour in a combine, it is a long detour. But I guess we better go a different way. Well, I was gonna go that way. I ain't gonna work either. Guess we're gonna go this way, which is gonna put us on the state highway. But what choice do I have at this point? None. So do what we gotta do. We made it. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw this in the barn right now. I'm not gonna put it in the shop yet because, well, I'm not ready to start working on it in the shop. Plus, the garage door opener that I have is for out here and not for the shop. That's a big reason I would have had to get out and push the button. Here, I can just push from the cab and wait for the door to open and drive it right in there. So it'll be fine. Once we get this in the shop, though, I do want to clean up the floor and get stuff out here nice. The idea of this building was clean equipment only kind of thing, and well, it turned into more of a working storage shed here a little bit during the summer, but now that we're getting some equipment cleaned up and ready to be put away for the winter, we'll just leave clean stuff in here. So right now we've just got the planters. Is that it? Planters in my tank. Yeah. Here's our spare tillage parts pile. It doesn't look good. That's a gang axle nut. That one might be a wheel axle. But I don't see. What does that say? Wing wheel. Wing gauge wheel. Hub seal Landau disc. Nope, that's not the right ones. Doesn't look like it, so we're gonna have to get parts. We do have some gang bearings, quite a few gang bearings, because we've had all kinds of trouble with those. Shoot. All right, well, that tells me what I needed to know here. Okay, well, Dad's in eating lunch. He cleaned up the sprayer this morning. We got to get that winterized because it's going to get cold. It's 70 degrees out right now. I don't need the sweatshirt. It's very, very nice for the getting to be middle of November now. But it is lunchtime, so I'm going to go home and eat something real quick, and then we'll come back and see what we can find to do. I really don't want to go back down there and mess with that today, so I don't know if I'm going to. But it's what needs to be done. I'm sure we can find more to do around here. We'll see. We'll be back in a little bit. You know what I should do? Finish insulating my garage. Alright, I'm back over to the farm here. Dad's winterizing the sprayer. See if he needs any help. No help necessary. I walked up to him, he's like, what do you need? Do you need any help? No. Okay. So you must be really looking for something to do. Well, kinda. But here's what we're gonna do. Believe it or not. I'm gonna go mow my lawn. It needs it because when I was doing the plot down there, the grass was quite tall. I was like, ooh, I should mow this. Haven't had time since the middle of September, so I'm gonna hit it and do that right now. And then we'll come back and find something else to work on here. Dad moved some stuff around. We should power wash. That's what we should do. It's 70 degrees outside. Nice and warm. I should power wash the 8RX. Get her ready for winter. I'm not gonna do that, but I should. I'm done. I just got back. Look. He's gonna power wash. Dad's gonna do some power washing. Doesn't happen often. He said he's not gonna do a lot, but he's gonna just clean it up real quick because it's gonna sit in the barn for probably 3 months before we get to it. Probably at least 3 months. And yeah, so that's good. Excellent. I pulled the parts manual for the Landau. Here is the breakdown of that, let's see, lift wheel assembly frame, 29 footer. That's what we've got. So I know we need a number 14. That's the dust cap. 3 is the cotter key. 2 is the nut. We need a new cotter key. 15 is the washer. Number 9, cone outer bearing. Yeah, we probably need that. 42, I believe, is a lug nut. We don't need those. Yep. 30, cup bearing cup. Yep, gonna need that. 38, cup bearing inner. 34, bearing cone. 13 has got to be a seal, triple lip seal. 36 is the spindle. I don't think we need the whole spindle. What's number 6? Bushing. That's got to be inside there, so I don't think we need that either. Question is, how bad did we tear up the hub? And we may have to go take it apart first before we can really determine that. All right, I made some adjustments on our seed order now that harvest is over, and I have all the data and results and stuff. I had done beans a few weeks ago, but needed to get through my corn order because they're trying to ship me stuff, and want to make sure I get some stuff tweaked. So I went through and did that. Dad's just cleaning off the concrete, finishing up washing the sprayer there. I'm gonna go down and get my seed treater cleaned up and winterized. We gotta get the little bit of chemical that's in there out and maybe flush some lines or take some apart to make sure they're drained and stuff good. So it's really nice out right now. It's gonna be like 24 degrees Monday morning. So it's time. It is, however, super nice that we're done with harvest. The pressure's off on stuff, and we have some time in nice weather to do this kind of stuff and not be like crap. Get it done as fast as possible so that it doesn't destroy itself when it freezes, but we got harvest to do. So yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, maybe we can get that out of here too. And that tender over there. I was stacking up boxes the other day when I had some time out here, and my forklift battery died, so I had to stop and charge it. All right, so I've done some winterizing here. I reversed the pumps and then got everything drained out of the tanks, opened the valves up. I took the filters off and cleaned those out, and then I pulled these hoses off of here. Those are the tubes that the squeeze pumps, the peristaltic pumps there, meter the chemical through, and these need replaced. You can see they're deformed there. Usually I do a really good job of loosening those so that they're not clamped down when I'm not using it. You know, there's a lever here that tightens that up. You're supposed to undo it so they're not under pressure when it's not being used. I didn't do that this fall. I do it very good in the spring, and then this fall I just kind of closed it and I left it and I said, well, screw it, and because I knew I was going to replace them anyway before we do beans next spring, so I just kind of let it go. And anyway, we've got all the hoses empty, so it should be fine if it freezes now. I really should pull these flow meters out of there. I'll probably at least disconnect them, the fittings here, so that they can dry out or whatever. But yeah, everything else we should be okay. I cleaned out the atomizer here a little bit. I should wash it, but I scraped all the buildup and everything out of there, so that's fairly clean. I cleaned the top off, shop vac off all this build weed up there and stuff, so we're in good shape here. I got my boxes and stuff stacked in the corner there, so we got some room for seed when we get it, and got that all done, taken care of. I need to dump out my pitcher over there yet, but other than that, that's good. I cleaned up my chemical pump, and all of the chemical I had left fit in those 2 jugs, so I got another keg empty there. We're going to take this stuff back and put it in the shop because that stuff can't freeze, and I want my pump to freeze. This box is the farm's, and I don't want it here. This box is really broken. It's not a good one because you can't grab it from the side, so we may use it occasionally down there at the farm. I'm just going to take it down there so it's out of my way down here. I have 2 more boxes to pick up from growers. They'll fit nicely up on the top of those 3 that are sitting there, and yeah, good stuff to get done today. I got that conveyor moved down here, tucked in out of the way nicely. Better close the door. All right, that's good. Dad took the 7520 somewhere. I wonder if he's picking up some logs, something. I don't know. He's totally transitioned to winter mode and cutting brush and trees and all of that kind of stuff. So we'll try and follow along with him a little bit this winter as he's working on that stuff. Yeah, if you're relatively new, my dad does a lot of trimming trees, cutting down stuff, cleaning up fence rows, that kind of stuff in the winter. And then over there, he's got himself a sawmill, bandsaw, and we have piles of lumber all over the place. So he's got a couple of big projects that he's trying to get some lumber around for, some boards, and yeah, it's good. Like these are beautiful 2-inch thick, I don't even know what them are, 10-inch wide red oak boards that he's going to use for floor joists in his barn out there, in our old pig barn, our hip roof barn, because he wants to raise the mow. That's where he's got kind of his woodworking shop, the woodworking tools, finished tools, and he wants to raise the mow. So he's going to put some beams in, and he's going to put new floor joists in and do it. And, good for him. All right, it is 4:45. I am quitting for tonight. I'm going home. I'm going to work on my garage a little bit, actually. I don't know if I'll get to actually doing anything other than cleaning it, but we'll get started organizing and moving some stuff around. So tomorrow we are going to go down to Berkey and take that hub apart, see what we got to get to fix that. Hopefully with just a couple of bearings and races, and we can get it put back together, and then keep working down there on getting the stalks disc down, because that is the priority. I just didn't feel like going back and doing it today, and so I didn't. Yeah, they're gonna have the boys tomorrow. It's gonna complicate things a little bit, but it'll be okay. They'll be fine. Dad will help me. So, like I said, hopefully it's no big deal, and we can just get it done and put back together. But thanks for watching today. Hit that like and subscribe button. Questions, comments, leave them down below, and we will see you again tomorrow.